can we beat Kirby to Dreamland without jumping? Let's see. Megalor is an alien that crashed landed on Popstar. But who cares about that? Let's go to level 1. Level 1 causes problems almost immediately, with a hole. We sadly have no copy builds to help us, so what are we gonna do? Is the challenge over already? Luckily this is where multiplayer comes to save us. With the help of Yellow Kirby, we're able to make it across by him shooting us, basically. And everything goes well till we see another cliff. Unlucky was able to obtain the solar ability, and when I tried to get up, I barely missed it. It was so close. This is where Bandana Waldy comes in. Like I said in the intro, Bandana Waldy or the Spear ability can actually fly. So all we have to do is use the upward slash to get Kirby on top of Waldy, and Waldy just flies across, helping us complete level 1. Level 2 is actually pretty easy compared to level 1. There was only a couple dangerous jumps of a sword I was able to complete them. Level 3 was mostly the same, but there's one ability I have to talk about, being Fire. Unlike Sword, Fire can keep going up walls, helping me complete level 3. Level 4 is actually pretty difficult. This jump was so hard to make with Sword, I should have changed to Fire. It was really difficult, but I was able to do it. And having to switch to Fire to get over this wall. But after that, the level wasn't too hard. It was now time to fight Wispy Woods. Like normally, Wispy Woods wasn't too hard, it was just a little weird not being able to jump during this battle, but after a couple of minutes, he was taken out. The only thing I had to watch out for was at the end, since Megalor is floating, I need the ability to get me up there. Now into World 2 or Raisin Ruins. 2-1 was a breeze, it was really easy and there was only a couple cliffs I had to use Fire for. This challenge is making me really appreciate Fire more, a lot more than I did before. Level 2-2 introduced us to our next ability being Water. Water is an ability that can help us get up cliffs, so it's a really good one to use. And with Water and Sword, we're able to complete the level pretty easily. Level 2-3 was extremely slow since I basically was using Sword to keep going up every hill. I should have brought on Fire, but of course I forgot to. Luckily later on, I found Tornado, which was a godsend in this level. Tornado can basically fly and go anywhere and I don't have to jump at all. It makes this level go by so much faster. 2-4 was absolutely terrible. It started off with me trying to get this key to the top and it's so annoying because I have to throw the key up, while the block moves, then use the sword to get up there before the key expires. It was so stupid. This took me over 10 minutes. The rest of the level wasn't so bad. I needed Fire Kirby and use multiplayer with another Yellow Kirby to get the Ultra Source and it's required in this level. But still, that was so annoying. I hate this key forever. Next up is the boss. Mr. Deer wasn't too hard. I wasn't able to avoid a lot of his attacks since I wasn't able to get above him a lot, but he wasn't crazy hard. Something I've noticed with the bosses is that the bosses aren't actually too hard, even while not being able to jump. Maybe this game is too easy. Maybe I should have done the extra mode. This is foreshadowing. Anyways, I still had to make sure I brought an ability like Sword Tornado to get the Megalor piece at the end. With that, let's head to World 3 or Onion Ocean. 3-1 was really easy. Using Tornado, I was able to get through the level super fast. Tornado's becoming one of my favorite abilities now because it's really helpful in this challenge. In this level, we also found Spear. Now we can access the Spear ability that Bandana Waldy has so we can fly in the air. Other than that, the level was able to be completed. 3-2 wasn't really hard thanks to Spear. There were a couple times I needed to use the copter, but other than that, it wasn't hard at all. I see why Bandana Waldy likes the Spear. It's really good, especially when you can't jump. 3-4 is mostly the same, using the water ability to get through some tough sections. But there was one issue that I fell into. Monster Flame is sadly required for this level, and since Monster Flame has no upward mobility, I had to send Yellow Kirby out to come take Monster Flame and help me complete the rest of the level. But thanks to Yellow Kirby's Monster Flame ability, I was able to get across and finish the level. 3-4 was actually a pretty easy level since I was swimming most of the time. I didn't have to jump much. There was only one area where I needed to jump up to get up, so I used my Tornado ability to get me there. Tornado is really one of the best abilities at this point. Like, it's really, really good. And with that, it's boss time. You know, I said that the bosses were too easy? Well, this one changed it. Since I can't jump to avoid attacks, even with the copter ability, it was really hard. I haven't played this game in so long, it was really bad, and since I'm so used to using my Leaf or Ice ability for invincibility, it was really rough. Luckily, I was still able to beat Fatty Puffer without dying, and use Spirit Copter to get another piece of the Lore Star Cutter. We are already on World 4, White Wafers. Let's go. 4-1 wasn't too hard, it was just a lot of going up a lot of slopes. Thank God for Spear. If I didn't have Spear, it would be really bad. Luckily, in Spirit Copter, Spear can literally destroy enemies, which is one of the best things about Spirit Copter, because look how many enemies there are. This was crazy. Crazy. I could have technically done this with Sword, Tornado, or Fire, which would probably make things a little bit easier, but still, Spear is one of the best abilities in the game. At the end, I had a little fight with the Giant Edge here, which I realized that if when I dash as Fire, you're invincible. I don't know how I just noticed that, but it's really good. This will help a lot in the future. And that was the end of the level. 4-2 is actually a little difficult. There were a couple of dangerous jumps I had to make without getting hit by ice, like this one here. But once I got Fire, it was really easy. At the end, I decided to not take the Grand Hammer ability, not realizing it needed to progress. But luckily, I was just able to summon Bandana Wallaby to come help me, and he flew me across the level. To be clear, I didn't need to use Bandana Wallaby, but I didn't want to have to start the level over just to get the Grand Hammer, so I just used this instead. And after 4-2, the rest of the levels aren't that crazy to talk about. I'm just going to talk about how 4-3 was easy to clear, same with 4-4, 4-5, and 4-6. It seems like the more I get into the game, the easier levels get, since I have more abilities at my disposal. So let's head for the boss, which was a big challenge. I decided to take Fire into the final battle, which was my first mistake. This stupid monkey is so annoying. He immediately drops you down, and then starts flying across the screen, or jumping across the screen. This makes Fire so hard to attack this thing, because it keeps going up, and I can't jump or fly to attack it. Luckily, after 5 minutes of fighting this stupid thing, he finally was able to almost die, until he drops more ground and almost gets me stuck. Thank God I don't have an ability that just falls into a cliff and can't jump out. This is my least favorite boss now. This one sucks so much. Anyways, I was finally able to beat it, and get another piece of the Star Lore Cutter. Onto World 5 or Nutty Noon. Now this video is getting pretty repetitive, so let's fast forward a bit. 5-1, 5-2, 5-4, and 5-5 were easy to clear with Tornado. I told you Tornado was one of the best abilities, like it's a really good ability. It may be a little too overpowered, so I won't be using it in the boss battle. Only level to give me trouble though was 5-3. In 5-3 there's this wind which has so much trouble, I could not control Kirby properly in Tornado. It was really hard, I should have probably brought Spear or something. But luckily, over time, I was able to get used to it and was able to complete the level. Which means it's already time for the boss. Now, Grand Doomer is a different type of boss. Grand Doomer is in the air, like Fatty Puffer and the Gorilla, but the difference is it's so close to the ground, I don't need to go super high up. So Grand Doomer wasn't too hard. And luckily, when the second phase started, where I had to turn it into Ultra Sword Kirby, it still wasn't too bad. It never required me to make a jump, so it was nice and easy. We're already done 5 of the worlds. Decided to finish the final 2 worlds in Halcandra, being first, Egg Engines. This world was super easy with the help of Tornado. Every single level, literally every single level was able to clear very fast with Tornado. There are literally no hard levels in this world. As I said before, Tornado's way too overpowered. I have to disprove my fact more. Tornado's too overpowered in the game normally and in this challenge. And with that, it's time for the boss, Mecha General. Hopefully this boss fight is pretty hard. I'm looking for a challenge. Mecha General wasn't too hard at all, not even close. I was expecting a fight, no, he was not hard at all. Thanks to Tornado, he was very easy to beat, just basically moving around a bit and going near him. As I said before, the farther we get into this challenge, the easier it seems to get. And with that, we're done World 6. It's time for the final world, being Dangerous Dinner. Whether we like it or not, the challenge ends here. So 1 was pretty easy, thanks to Tornado. Thanks to Tornado ability, I was able to get past section I normally wouldn't be able to. You normally need the Ice Super ability to get past these parts. But since Tornado can be invincible for a period of time, I was able to get past it. Finishing 7-1. 7-2 was just evil because I kept having to hit the walls just to get up. If I had Tornado, maybe a little easier, but still be really hard. This level was super annoying. Even at the end, I had to go really fast to get to the top before I got crushed. There were a lot of close calls, but I was just able to make it. It was very close. 73 was luckily very easy. I had a couple of close calls where I almost jumped, but other than that, it wasn't too hard at all. Which means it's time for the boss battle. For this fight, landing wasn't actually that hard. Thanks to Tornado for being overpowered, it was really easy. Just had to keep my distance when I was in Tornado, and I defeated it. Next up was Megalor, which I struggled a bit with. Since Megalor teleports around and has this big hole, it took me some time to KO him. But once he left himself open, I was able to take him out and enter Phase 2. After being Phase 2, his final phase was just a little bit hard. His super abilities are sometimes very hard to beat, but once I found the opening, I went for it. And I was able to beat Megalor, meaning that it is possible to beat Kirby and Deluxe without jumping. Hope you enjoyed that video. It was very fun to make. Make sure to like and subscribe, drink some water, but especially have a great day. I'll hopefully see you in the next one.